Hello Scorpios and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for April 22nd to the 28th of 2019. Alright Scorpios, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It cannot and will not resonate with every single one of you. Be sure to check out your weeklies as well as your monthlies for your other placements, as they might resonate better with you or have really important messages that you are meant to hear. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and if you haven't, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and I'd love to see you guys here on the channel with me. If you want to book a private reading, all that information as well as my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Patreon are all right below this video in my description box. And if you guys want to book a private reading and from now until the end of April, I am taking $5 off of my 20-minute as well as my 30 to 40-minute readings, okay? Alrighty, so let's see. This week we have the sun moving into your opposite fixed sign, Taurus. So we have the sun in Taurus now. And on the 24th, we have Pluto going retrograde in Capricorn. Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. It'll be there until 2024. It goes retrograde about once a year for quite a while. And for you, Scorpio, it's in your third house of siblings, relatives, those in close communication. So we might be stepping up our relationship with our siblings, our family members. We're having new powerful ways of communication emerging. And with this retrograde, we might be thinking about our deeper motives in our communications and the way we communicate. You know, what we say is as important as why we say it. So let's see what's coming in this week for your general and career, Scorpio. General and career for my lovely Scorpios. April 22nd to 28th. We're using my Hobbit Tarot, by the way. First we get the Magician. So very powerful position to be in here. Able to translate whatever ideas and things you want into reality. You have all the tools. Get 4 of Coins. And for my Scorpios for career and general. Temperance. Nine of Coins. Nice, guys. Alright, so let's get some clarifiers here. Clarify the Magician to the 4 of Coins for my Scorpios for career and general this week. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, I just feel like there's a real shift in our, and what we're able to create, what we're making right now, whatever we're doing in terms of work, we're really realizing our own power. We're able, if you guys have been thinking you're unable to, you know, step up to the plate in terms of work with whatever you're being tasked with, whatever you want to do, you're able to do it. This week, I feel like you guys are feeling very empowered. We're feeling like, you know, luck and fate are on our side here. Because luck does have something to do with success as well. And it does feel very lucky. Clarify the 4 of Coins here. Let's bring up the 4 of Coins and move into Temperance for my Scorpios this week. Bring up these energies. We're getting the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Feels like things are very quickly balancing out for you. Healing. Your bank account is healing. Your work life is healing. Clarify Temperance, the Knight of Coins. Temperance. Clarify Temperance for my Scorpios. Amazing Queen of Swords. And let's look at the 9 of Coins. To me, this feels very self-satisfied over the money and the lifestyle that we've been able to create. What we've been able to really do in terms of work, business, money. Queen of Cups. Yeah. We have 2 queens here. Interesting. We might... Kind of want to see what's going on there. Why are there 2 queens and the 9 of Coins? My Scorpios. This feels like something I need to look into. They both have a full moon, too. Libra full moon. What did that bring up for you guys? Or has been bringing up for you guys? Again, I think it's been bringing up a lot of... balancing in terms of relationships, in terms of work and play. 9 of Swords, yeah, wow, okay. How interesting is it to see the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Coins? What is it that I'm getting here? I'm going to come back to this. Let's look at this first part here. But again, the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune is really a change in fortune, knowing that we're able to translate whatever ideas, whatever we want really, into reality here. We're able to make some really huge changes because the Wheel of Fortune is turning here, and that's amazing. It's abundance and opportunity, sudden chances and fortune coming to you here. And for me, it feels good. You know, we're exercising our own responsibility in regard to whatever's coming in here as well, especially with the Four of Pentacles. It might feel like as things change, you might want to hold on to the way things were with that Four of Coins. We might be a little bit afraid to see, you know, where things are going. The Four of Coins is, you know, thinking that only what we believe has any relevance, cannot English. We're resisting some type of change here almost in a way. You know, there's money-mindedness, the point of blotting out everything else with this. So whatever things are coming in this week, yeah, there's money with them, but it might not be as much as you want. But recognize that this is a definite change in fortune, that you brought this in. Because the Magician is your energy 100%. It's you guys making the changes that need to be made here. It's concentrating on our objectives to achieve our potential, you know? It's time to use our initiative, to communicate and use our powers of persuasion. Again, communication is coming up here. Life is what you make of it. Okay? So this is really saying if you want to make the most of it, this is a great time to do so. But we have to be willing to let go of this and move forward on some new ideas, something new here. And trust that wherever we're going here is not going to bring us to a bad place. Because it's not. There's something that's really healing here. About the Temperance card, you know, there is things, what is the word I'm looking for? It's like mature adaptation. Excuse me. Let me get some water here. But we're looking into the past here really to understand the present. We're unifying these opposing trends in our life here. Yes, we might want things to work out and be like this, but it's not going to happen if we're holding on to this. And the Knight of Swords here is saying that, you know, we need to act determined. We need to have, you know, determined, decisive energy here. You know, we need to take off that sentimentality, that feeling energy. You know, it shows that there's a need for detachment here to resolve this issue, to really detach from whatever we're trying to hold on to, especially if it's, you know, a lifestyle, way of money, or way of holding on to money in a way that, you know, I don't think it's going to be coming back, so I better save and I better, you know, treat myself like I'm very poor and everything is terrible. This is saying to heal from that, unify the opposing trends, because we're not in that energy anymore. So stop, you know, attaching yourself to that energy and being in that energy. The Queen of Swords, you know, is very direct, you know, upfront energy here. So to me, especially with the Nine of Coins, this is really looking rationally as well as emotionally and trying to get rid of this Nine of Swords feeling. Because yes, the Nine of Swords is here with the Nine of Coins. So there is this sense of, wow, I can't believe I've made it. I can't believe I am where I am. But yet underneath it all, there is fear. There's fear of losing it. Fear of what if this goes away? What if I don't get to keep this? What if this is only for a second and not forever? But the Intuition card is here. With Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords, there is clarity and intuition coming in. There's healing. She talks about healing. She talks about seeing things clearly from both sides and knowing that we're not going to get back here and that there's no reason to be so worried and stressed and almost feel guilt and shame about, you know, not getting here before. So again, guys, try to, again, mature in terms of the way we're treating money, treating abundance, treating what we've been able to create, and to stop holding on to, you know, patterns, beliefs, feelings that just aren't, you know, for us anymore. We've grown past it, and it's time to be proud of yourself and realize that with the Nine of Coins. Be proud of where you're at here, okay? So let's get a Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle for some advice for you from Spirit. Advice for my Scorpios this week. Advice for my Scorpios, April 22nd to 28th from your higher selves, from Spirit, from Universal Spirit. Mother Earth, Archangels, what do we have to say? The Veil, the future. Interesting. I think maybe it was Gemini that got this. I don't know, but somebody else got this as well. The Veil. Okay, so the Veil is about the future. So, So while using this oracle, as the veil lifts, know that the other worlds are close. Listen in particular to what messages may come forth around your future. Look to what you want to happen, plan, set intentions, and think big. This is saying, we might be very future focused right now and looking to what we want to happen in the future. So again, plan, set intentions, think big, don't think small. The future is coming to us, and it's also saying that we can really look into it in a spiritual way here if we want to at this time. So let's look at love for you, and I'm going to look at love with my... What do I want to look at love with you? Let's look at it with the Hermetic Tarot. Love for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus this week. Guys, if you haven't, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay. Love and romance for my Scorpio, single couples, all my Scorpios. What's this? The Foolish Man. We also get the Queen of Swords, new beginnings. Probably, again, there's a lot of that Libra energy kicking around. A lot of Queen of Swords are coming up in the readings. So maybe that Libra full moon gave you a new beginning. Let you see, speak clearly here. 10 of Wands, Lord of Oppression. Wow. Okay. Love for my Scorpios this week. 8 of Pentacles. And what is this? 4 of Cups. Alright. So, if work is getting in the way, make sure we're making time for our relationships is really what I'm getting here. We might be very busy towards maybe the latter half of the week. We might feel very oppressed. Very much like we'd like to be putting that work into our relationship, but there's not much we can do there in terms of that. Let's say the Foolish Man or the Queen of Swords. Bringing this up for my Scorpios for love this week. What's coming out here? 7 of Wands. Lord of Valor. So again, it does feel like we're accomplishing something. We're working towards something victoriously. King of Pentacles. Interesting. King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. The Hermit. Clarify 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups here. Let's bring up these energies for my Scorpios in love this week. The Star. Two of Pentacles. We might be trying to balance again. We might be having a hard time trying to balance love and work this week. Sorry, I must just kick the chair over. But there is this, with the 7 of Wands there, it's interesting to me, especially with the Foolish Man, because they both have a kind of fiery, wand, Aries type energy here. But the 7 of Wands is, to me, almost having our guard up in some ways, yet it's also victory, which is interesting. It's an interesting feeling of, knowing that by having our guard up, by fighting all these things down and making sure we're getting to where we want to, no matter how we're getting there. It's a very tough card. I don't know how to explain it. It's very tough, but it's overcoming opposition. So again, we're taking advantage here. We're having a gain, and it's a new beginning here. You have the Spirit of Ether, the Foolish Man. What drives us into new territories, towards new goals, saying, I have no idea where this is going, but I'm willing to go for it now. I'm willing to put in the effort for this relationship, for this love here. For me, this is also saying if you're single, there are a lot of options here, but we need to be willing to look at them very realistically in terms of, is this person really good for me, or am I attracted to them for X, Y, Z reasons instead? Is this for a long-term thing, or is it not? What am I looking for? Queen of Swords is very clear-cut, to the point, understanding both sides of the story is what I kind of think of her as. She's able to see the way down the middle. What is the balanced way to deal with this? There's a lot of perceptive, observant energy there, confident. And then the King of Pentacles here is very abundant. It's also that Taurus energy. It's It's usually the sign of Taurus. So we could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. To me, this mostly talks about that Libra full moon and that it gave you this sense of overcoming and putting yourself on a new path here when it came about. You know, it did come about again as the sun entered Taurus and we had the Libra full moon. So it could have kind of brought you inside, or, you know, we're thinking about what was going on during, you know, maybe last week around that time. We're having that's the, you know, that full moon energy still kind of run through us here. And with the Ten of Wands and the Hermit, I do feel that we are really needing to look at what we're carrying in this relationship, or what we're carrying in terms of love and how it's getting in the way. What are we holding on to or trying to carry, not just maybe even for ourselves, but for other people, that we have gotten used to holding? We've gotten used to being oppressed by that. We've gotten used to not releasing. The Hermit says, look at this from a different perspective. You know, Magus, the voice of light. The Hermit card is very spiritual. It says, go within. Learn what needs to be learned here. There is something that is trying to communicate to you. It's, you know, the Hermit goes inside for years and years and years and is totally alone. It's wisdom sought. You know, it's divining the knowledge and inspiration that you need to push through this. But we need to be able to look at this Ten of Wands in this Hermit state by ourselves, not with anybody else here. You know, also, oh, that was weird. I'm so sorry, guys. I just had coffee. For some reason, it's like salty on the glass, and I don't think that that's right. And it's just gonna freak me out, and I feel like maybe that cup isn't clean or something. Anyways, I'll deal with that after. Ten of Wands. Wait, anyways, there's two Earth sign energies here. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Ugh, that tastes so bad. Let me get some water. Oh, that would only happen to me. Eight of Pentacles in the Star, though. There is work that needs to be done in terms of healing. We need to heal the relationship or find a way to connect more cosmically, more on a more, I want to say supernatural, on a different level here rather than, you know, pentacle energy or sword energy. We need to connect in a more mysterious, almost like a psychic way here. We need to renew that connection, renew that special magical energy in the connection here. It could also be saying that we need to expand our hopes and dreams and stop focusing on the negative, stop focusing on, you know, where we're at and where we're stuck. And again, try to shift that focus from work and start trying to, you know, balance this. Lord of Harmonious Change, ups and downs. Trying to balance this into your life here so that you can bring about that healing, so that you can bring about your highest hopes and dreams, and you can stop being at this point of, you know, I'm not happy where I am, but I'd like to get somewhere more. You know, I'm not satisfied with where I'm at here, so I need something else. I need something more. I'm looking for more. All right, anyways, let's pull a card for singles and a card for couples. So yeah, there's a lot of energy into determining how we're communicating what we need and how we're communicating in our relationships this week, but also in terms of making time, working on ourselves, but also working on the relationship and making time to get yourself out of that Four of Cups, to communicate about it, to make the changes. So let's see. Single Scorpios. Again, if you're dealing with an Earth sign or a Libra this week, though, let me know. I just feel like we're coming to the end of a negative cycle there, and we're putting in some work and able to really get to a point of healing, but we'll have to be willing to talk about this and to make changes to that Four of Cups, communicate about it. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. All right, and Scorpio couples. For love this week we get, waiting for Scorpio couples. Yeah, you deserve love. You are lovable. If you're feeling like you don't deserve love and that things have, you know, gone too far, or yeah, you know, you're not putting enough into this, so you don't deserve it, or for whatever reason that you're feeling down about yourself and that you don't deserve the love that you have or the love that, you know, you want in this relationship, for one reason or another, you need to work on yourself. Know that you do deserve love. That you are a lovable person and that everybody deserves love. Okay? it's just sad energy. It's, you have the right to be treated with kindness and respect by everyone in your life. Don't forget that, okay? If you've had harsh life experiences, you may have blamed yourself and felt unworthy of receiving affection. This card is reassurance that you do deserve it, okay? The more you affirm, I am lovable, I am loved, I am loving, the more this experience comes true to you, okay? Alright, Scorpios. So, I will see you guys in the next weeklies, as well as the May monthlies, which I'll be putting out throughout this week. Do check those out, guys, and have a wonderful, blessed week. I will see you guys again in the weeklies, the monthlies, and if you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Have a blessed week.